Hey YouTube, coming at you with another Ultra League team. This one I overthought and underthought at the same time, perhaps. My main thought on this one was like, there's so many fighters right now. Let's kind of go with two Pokemon that can beat the fighters. So I went Skeledirge and Weezing. Um, and I was like, Fairy plus one with the Fairy and Ghost move, like, should be a great combo there. And for those two were a decent combo. However, Poison and Fire combo there, very weak to like Swampert and some other things. So that really causes some problems. So I put in Poliwrath on the back to kind of answer that, but it did not amazing. It did okay. Um, so let's look at some of the battles. So this one, again, decent lead. You get to the Shadow Ball and Poliwrath and Disarming Voice, both super effective against Annihilape. So I just go straight for the move here. On the other end, if they're running Ninetales Shadow Ball, both super effective on me. So I shield right back. At this point, I think I just go straight to Disarming Voice, and they bait multiple times with Night Slash, and I end up taking it in the two shields. Despite looks like what's good timing here on their end too. So Night Slash goes through. When I got to this move, I'm like, again, I wasn't kind of like, oh crap, is this a Shadow Ball now? But it was just a Night Slash. Again, super effective, but not enough. I'll take them out. So I win the two shield there. Just going straight Disarming Voice, because the Incinerates do add up. And what comes out next? A Cresselia. They need to get to a Future Sight. They do not. I get to a Shadow Ball, which is huge for a great amount of chip damage. They're farming up a little bit to throw, take me out. That's fine. It is just a Moonblast, so they get one extra Psycho Cut through. Weezing comes in, and hello Guzzlord, and goodbye Guzzlord. You're going to have a rough time because I'm running Poliwrath on my Weezing. Okay, here's another one. Again, you're double weak to ground. So I got two Pokemon weak to ground, and I have a Pokemon weak to poison, and I have a Pokemon that can't do anything with these counters. So right at the bat, we're just looking like, that's not a great combo to have here. I let the first one go. It is just an Earth Power. I figured this was just a poison. I probably maybe should have fought for switch a little more here. Because my thought process was I will get to another Icy Wind, lower their attack guaranteed, and if they shield, I can probably just come in Skeledirge and Shadow Ball. So I get the Icy Wind lower attack, come in here. The problem is it's still going to take one more Incinerate and a Shadow Ball. And then once this Incinerate goes through, I shield up because I don't want to get taken out with Earth Power. I'm like, two Incinerates go through. I'm like, this is like deep red. Of course, resisted or not, Disarming Voice should take this out. Yeah, no, it does not. So now I got to get hit with I got to use a shield to shield up an Earth Power. So I burn a shield, which I should have had if I just went Shadow Ball. Or commit to the farm down and just shield up and have like 100 energy. But now I have like not 100 energy and no shields. So Giratina comes in, which is kind of nice to see. I just go Shadow Ball because I think if I go Shadow Ball, I can just go Fairy Wind Brutal Swing. Put it low enough to a Fairy Wind Brutal Swing. And now it is a race to the charge moves. I need what's going to be 3. It looks like just over 3 Brutal Swings, and they need 2. And they need 2 Drill Runs. So one Drill Run will not take out. It will hurt, especially from a Shadow. Will not take out. The problem is I do take them out, but now Giratina is just going to get a bit more farm. They're already ahead on energy. I have no shield. I'm low. They're going to do super effective claws, and they're going to have 2 moves. So this is a loss. So I think I misplayed it on the Nidoqueen there. Oh, Ancient Power even. Yeah, I mean, Ancient Power, Shadow Claw, they both take me out, so there's no big deal there. Dragonite, again, interesting one. Neutral on their end. As a Disarming Voice obviously will one-shot. Incinerate resisted. So I'm just kind of staying in here, seeing how much I can chip. Golisopod comes out. And Golisopod is another one, which is like Poliwrath gets killed. Weezing does okay. This does okay, which is why I'm staying in. But now I got to burn another shield. So half team isn't great. Half I am playing like absolute garbage here. I have back to Disarming Voices, so I figured I'll take this out or grab a shield. And if I grab a shield, I could just go back to back here. and grab another shield or take this out. And then we'll figure out what to do from here. So they let it go, and it does 1 HP. So story of this these matchups is all my opponents live with 1 HP and cost me damage or moves. Annihilape and Dragonite, so they are double weak to Fairy. I'm not throwing yet. I'm trying to farm up as much as I can. Get up to like 100 energy here. Get the Brutal Swing off because that's all I need. And then again, I make a mistake here. I don't know if this was like me trying to bait, or I saw the ghost typing but I didn't offset it with the fighting typing. I'm just like, yeah, sure, let's just go Brutal Swing. But then I'm like, nope, that's only neutral because they're half fighting. So I gotta go back to back here. And the good news is they're now just so low that even if they take me out with the Shadow Ball, they're now just double Icy Wind range. So being able to get to 1 Icy Wind to lower their attack so that they cannot Shadow Ball me to take me out is big, because now they need 2 Shadow Balls. And I should be able to outpace to the Icy Winds before they get to 2 Shadow Balls here. We CMP here. It's seasonably warm outside right now. And my kids are outside playing in the backyard. So I'm hoping he does not bang on the window for me to go see him, or else I'm going to have to pause this video and go see him. Anyways, great lead. Wall Rain. And I come in here because, again, counter, super effective. And then I'm like, okay, I know this is going to be Earthquake. And if they land an Earthquake now, it's easier for them to bait the second time around. So I'm just going to throw that there. Going to go with the Icy Wind. The Icy Wind just to lower... Scald won't take out anyways. So I might as well just lower their attack and counter down here. But of course, 1 HP to an Earthquake. So, again... oh, so it's just an Icicle Spear. It's just, again, though, like, 1 HP, they get a move off. 1 HP, they get a move off. 1 HP, they grab a shield. It's just like, ooh, okay. Scald here, I assume what they're going to do is just go 2 shield what's in the back. Because that's what I would do. You have no play against the skeledirge anyways with your Ninetales. So just let this go and just go 2 shield what's in the back. And they do. And hello, it is the one thing that can core break these 2 Pokemon, a Swampert. Earthquake, super effective against Weezing. Earthquake, super effective against Skeledirge. Hydro Cannon, super effective with Skeledirge. Super fast charging. I catch this thinking like maybe my win condition is just like Fairy Wind and stuff, so they almost take me out here. Now they get like another 5 mud shots through, and they're just gonna be able to outpace me to the Earthquakes with ease here. So yeah, probably wouldn't run this core together, quite honestly. Each have their own play. Each have their own play in this meta for sure. Both resist and counter. I like Weezing a lot. I just think that like you're really limited when you get into like matchups against Steels. While Skeledirge, you can like kind of move around a lot of matchups. But Dragonite, again, we've seen this. I will, again, you're going to Dragon Breath that up. Dragon Claw will put me pretty low, so I'm probably going to have to shield. They haven't thrown yet. I'm going to get to 2 Disarming Voices, so I have back-to-back moves here. And then we'll see if they try and catch, or if they just shield, or what's going to happen here. They try and catch, and they do. I hate 5-turn fast moves. So Disarming Voice, I'm already at a Shadow Ball, so I'm like, let's just throw the Shadow Ball, grab a shield, because then I can just get in here and Weezing Brutal Swing here. I still may shield. I may shield. No. Yeah, okay, I do shield. I just know that Shadow Ball is going to hurt, and there's no reason not to go Shadow Ball there. And again, if you throw Shadow Ball, you're more likely to bait with the Surf the second time around, whereas now they need the Shadow Ball plus to take me out. So there's no point of going Surf here. And they shield. So they're going to get land a Shadow Ball, and I'm wondering if they're just going to try and like burn the Switch Clock and then get out of here into something else. Yeah, and that's exactly what they do, but they get out into a Dragonite. Again, I'm throwing this because nothing that they can throw on me hurts, so just to chip them and Fairy Wind. But you know, doesn't take out, gets to another move. The move is resisted, so it won't hurt, but again, just the story of the day. If the Gelsing comes back in, I have a Brutal Swing. So this will take it out. And now the question is, what is in the back? So goodbye. And what is in the back? A Cobalion. Cobalion and Virizion are nowhere to be found, and sort of rightfully so, right? You have a ton of flyers. You have a ton of like ghosts and other counter users. So it's just like they're nowhere to be found right now. This matchup, again, I have an answer for poliwrath in the back. The problem is, I think I played this differently both times I saw this on the lead. If I get into poliwrath, they have an answer, right? You're only weak to fighting as a normal typing. So you definitely have an answer for a fighter in the back. So I stay in here, but as you're going to see, I lose in the one shield. So I can get ahead on energy here and just try and counter this as much as I can. But they are going out into Giratina. I make a mistake here. I come in here because I was like, for sure I can just get like brutal swings and play roughs off and stuff like that. But what I should have done ahead on energy is lower, because these claws and sneaks are going to add up fast, right? So what I should have done is lowered their attack with Icy Wind first, because that still would have chipped, and then it puts it in play rough range too. So it would have lowered their attack and put it in play rough range, as opposed to just like banking the energy, behind on energy here. One play rough doesn't take out. These claws and sneaks are still chipping. So now I take it out, but like damage is done, and they probably have a second answer for poliwrath in the back. And if I remember, it's a fairy in the back, like a charm user. So that I should have recognized, like I should have done better recognition job there. I shield, no, I go Scald, and then I get to an Icy Wind, but I do not get to a third Icy Wind. Anyways, so that's the team. Kind of a quick video today, just because, again, win-loss, win-loss, win-loss with this team. So not one I would recommend, but one I wanted to showcase because Skeledirge and poliwrath are, Skeledirge and Weezing are an interesting combo. I think each has playbase, maybe not on the teams like this. Definitely cover more of your ground weakness and stuff like that with Weezing and the Steel. So poliwrath kind of fits that bill. But then there's like core breakers, like Tentacruel would be tough. What else was there? Nidoqueen would be tough. Like those, a lot of Pokemon would be tough for this team. So yeah, probably wouldn't run the exact same thing. But that is it. So that is it. Pretty short video. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.